It's a bright morning on the 19th day of the 12th month by the Chinese lunar calendar. Bride-to-be Wu Ding and her family wake up early to prepare for her big day. For Wu Ding and her groom Chen Liangchuan, this will be the most important day of their lives. Firecrackers roar as a raucous wedding celebration is about to begin. For time immemorial, Chinese families have marked their matrimonial unions through time-honored and meticulously staged rituals such as these. Their hope is for a prosperous union of not just the happy couple, but of the two families which will be joined by an enduring bond. As the procession passes through these ancient streets, how many among them know of the origin of such Confucian wedding rituals? They were, in fact, prescribed by a sage named Zhu Xi 8 centuries ago. April marks the beginning of the ploughing season in Youxi County. Located in central Fujian province, the region has layers of terraces carved into its vast mountainous terrain. These were created over 1,000 years ago, when generations of northerners who were fleeing war migrated southward. As farmers, they learned to honor the land, the harvest, and their ancestors through hard work and education. On display in the Youxi County Museum are 4 plaques inscribed with the 4 principles, a couplet inscribed by Zhu Xi. These plaques were copied in the Ming Dynasty and preserved by later generations of the Zheng family of Youxi. In 1982, the family donated this heirloom to the county. Historians believe that Zhu Xi wrote the original couplet in his middle years as a gift to the Zheng household in Youxi, which was the county of his birth.
也许是应郑家所要求来题写，因为郑家对他有养育之恩，所以呢，对他抱有深深的感恩之情呢。
实际上，居家诗本呢，也是朱熹写给自己的一个家教，是他的这个一个家政的一个纲领，一个基本的伦理道德的准则。
Zhu Xi was born on the 18th of October 1130 in the Zheng residence. He was the 3rd son of Zhu Song, a county official. There are many legends about the birth of this child who was later hailed as the heir apparent to Confucius. One tells us that the newborn infant had 7 black moles on his right cheek in the shape of the Big Dipper. Another claims that beams of red light emerged behind the Zheng residence on the night of his birth. But at that time, his father Zhu Song was preoccupied with simply supporting the family financially. Ten years earlier, Zhu Song had sold his land in his hometown Wuyuan and moved his family to Zhenghe in northern Fujian. He had served as a county official in Zhenghe, Youxi, and Jinjiang. However, following the Jurchen invasion of 1125, the region was shaken by warfare, so Zhu Song arranged for his family to flee the turmoil, sheltering initially in the Youxi residence of his old friend Zhang Andao.
那个时候，包括南方的一些地方的官员啦，或者士大夫啦，当地的那些民众啦，其实呢，也对于那个 金人的入侵带来的那种生活的动荡，那样的一种不安，其实呢是有很强烈的那种不满的情绪的。
朱松为了避战乱，所以逃难逃到了尤溪。那么这个时候呢，他的妻子呢要生产了，所以呢他就去找老朋友这个郑安道。郑安道就非常慷慨的，就把他的南溪别墅给朱子住，给朱松住。那么朱松呢，他的妻子就在南溪别墅生下了朱子。
A mere 100 days after Zhu Xi was born, the family was forced to flee again to seek sanctuary, this time in Gutian, Xiapu, and Fuzhou. Life on the road took a tragic toll. Zhu Xi's two older brothers both died at a young age. Their father, Zhu Song, despaired as to where they might settle. In the autumn of 1134, Zhu Song stood down from his duties in the southern Song capital Linan, today's Hangzhou, and returned to Zhanghe County in northern Fujian to undertake the prescribed 3-year mourning period for his deceased mother. Over the next 3 years, he became his son's first teacher.
朱松教他读《孝经》的话，实际上就是要教他怎么做人，怎么样去推行孝道，推行儒家的伦理道德准则。朱熹的话，他5岁的时候就在那个书的封面上写了一个“不入时就勿以成人”。朱熹的后来的他的理学体系啊，它实际上就是一个关于人的思想体系，解决人的问题的一个思想体系。
In the year 1138, Zhu Song took his 9-year-old son to the capital to pursue his studies and broaden his horizons. That year, Chancellor Qin Hui initiated secret peace talks with the Juechens. A treaty was drafted between what was now established as the Southern Song dynasty at Linan and the Juechen, who were now calling themselves the Jin dynasty. Some officials felt that this reduced the Song to the status of vassals required to pay tribute in exchange for the safety of its territory. Zhu Xi would have witnessed his father's mounting anger and frustration. Zhu Song joined a group of 6 other officials who objected to Qin Hui's peace overtures to the Jin. By doing so, they were all putting their careers and possibly even their lives at risk. Despite their protestations, 10 days later the emperor issued an edict making peace with the Jin. For a loyal state servant such as Zhu Song, it was a day of profound grief, and it was one that had a lifelong impact on the young Zhu Xi.
他的父亲呢，是一个对国家、对社会、对民族有很深的情怀和责任感的人。
一直希望能够这个抗金，能够恢复中原，这样的一种愿望，在他的这个心目中，其实他不仅是一种空泛的理念，它是和他的人生经历和他这个一家人的这样的一种这个背景，应该说是非常紧密的联系在一起的。
Neo-Confucianism scholars see the silver lining to this misfortune. Zhu Song's opposition to the peace talks and his consequent demotion and banishment to his hometown created the opportunity for the young Zhu Xi to study under his father. One day, his father recounted the saga of Liu Xiao, Emperor Guangwu of Han, who restored the Han dynasty. When detailing the heroic battle of Kunyang, in which Liu Xiao led 3,000 elite soldiers to defeat a vast enemy force of 420,000 men, Zhu Song transcribed Su She's poem Ode to Kunyang City. Zhu Xi kept this piece of his father's calligraphy as a treasured possession.
朱熹呢，他自幼的时候，他父亲对他呢是非常非常的，就是在他的教育啊， 在他的培养啊这上边是非常下功夫的。所以那个时候呢，我们也会看到，比方他给那个带朱熹读一些什么样的圣贤书了，给朱熹讲一些什么样的光武当年的恢复故事了，就是这样的一些事情呢，我想都在这个朱熹的那个心灵里边呢，生了很深的这个根。
给他盖了个房，盖了紫阳楼之外，又买了2倍亩，叫歇马庄，就是从五福里到武夷山中间要休息一下，在那个地方，所以那2亩地呢，在当时出租嘛，他全家生活就依靠这2倍亩。
他的父亲这些朋友对朱子就简直就像自己家人一样，所以朱子在成长的过程当中，你可以看到他的生命一直非常的温暖。他看到中国的社会里面那个人与人之间人里面最好的关系。
Under Liu Ziyu and the Three Masters, from age 14 to 18, Zhu Xi received orthodox Confucian teachings. These devoted instructors guided Zhu Xi in the Confucian ethical code of benevolence, righteousness, respect for ritual, and integrity. In addition, he learned the classical values of cultivating the self, uniting the family, governing the state, and bringing order to the world. Lotus plants have grown around Wufu since time immemorial. Its flowers blossom in late summer. During the harvest season, Zhu Xi's mother would imbue her son with the values of purity and integrity as symbolized by the lotus flower as she picked the seeds. Well educated by his mother and his teachers, Zhu Xi, at the age of just 18, completed his first work, a research and compilation of sacrificial rites. A year earlier, General Liu Ziyu had passed away. Lamenting the absence of order and ceremonial ritual for the funeral of his beloved guardian, Zhu Xi set out to research and compile a book of sacrificial rites based on his late father's works on etiquette.
因为中国传统文化的核心啊，实际上就是礼文化，非常重视礼，非常重视礼。那么儒家的这个经书里面就有3礼：仪礼、礼记、周礼。他这部书实际上就是考证家礼、考证仪礼的。
程朱理学啊，这些人实际上同时也是理学家。他深深知道，如果这个宋明理学的理跟这个礼仪的礼不结合起来，它就是空谈。一个道德理性一定要把它具象化，要使它有操作性。那么这个它才是接地气的，才能落实到我们每个人的身上，才能移风易俗，改造社会。
30 years later, Chancellor Qin Hui fell from power, and those who had opposed the Shaoxing Treaty were pardoned. Indebted to the care and guidance of his guardian, Zhu Xi chronicled his fond memories of Liu Ziyu in an extraordinary 3,275-word eulogy. It was later inscribed on this stone. It praises the former general for his accomplishments in his battles against the Jin.
朱子就把关于刘子瑜生平的一些传记资料收集起来，写了一篇长长的序文。一般的碑文大概也就是1000多字吧，但是朱子这篇碑文呢，他花了很大的功夫，写了3000多字。
就是那种心心相印的这些人，他们彼此之间就是不仅是在学术上能够生气相通。实际上呢，他们在很多的活动里边都是那个互相支持的。
With Chinese New Year just around the corner, the traditional wedding celebration is in full swing. It's a joyous scene that might have been familiar to Zhu Xi in the days when he lived in Wufu.
平安到家了啊！好拜天地。
朱熹来到这里以后，这个古文化越来越重视了。
二拜父母高堂。
第一个不能忘的，那就是孝，不能忘。第二个，不管你将来怎么样走，官大富有，夫妻对拜要记住，摆好心态，婆婆公公关系要弄好。古人讲不要走缺点，你走优点，越走越优，夫妻就和谐了。夫妻必须要恩爱，才会走出好后代。
In the year 1148, Zhu Xi, then 19 years old, started his own family amidst troubled times, marrying Liu Jingsi, the daughter of one of his teachers, Liu Mianzhi. In that same year, Zhu Xi passed the highest level of the imperial examination system, gaining the title of Jinshi. This would establish the foundation of his lifelong promulgation of Confucianism by cultivating the self, uniting the family, and serving the world. In 1153, 24-year-old Zhu Xi obtained his first posting in southern Fujian to serve as the sub-prefectural registrar of Tong'an County. This marked the beginning of his political career.
朱熹在同安这个4年，对他的整个的仕途人生啊。 他这个整个的为官的生涯来讲是最重要的，他就是一个主簿，是知县的助手啊，是一个具体的一个事务官啊，他要面对很多的鸡零狗碎的事情，涉及到人民的日常的这个衣食住行，这个生老病死、民风世俗。
比如他在同安任上，他就看到当时的婚姻状况非常混乱，当时的婚姻状况什么状况呢？抢婚。 结婚是讲抢的，啊，抢婚，同婚，然后呢，还有就是所谓的这种私奔之类的，啊，非常多。所以呢，朱子认为这种状况是对社会的稳定，是对国家的和谐是非常不利的，所以他就提出来要修礼，要恢复中国的礼制。
New to his post, Zhu Xi was appalled to find such disturbing occurrences permeating all corners of society. These affronts to the tradition of Li constituted a tangible crisis for the young Confucian. Zhu Xi set out to revitalize the once honored and honorable rites. Indeed, his An Order on Wedding Ceremonies, a set of regulations for civil weddings, was Zhu Xi's first proclamation as a public official. But this proclamation sparked a grander vision. Zhu Xi began to formulate plans in an effort to regulate family morality and restore social order.
本与婚，婚姻是人伦之本，有夫妇才有父子。 有父子才有兄弟，才有君臣，才有朋友。这个男女婚姻这个事情太大了。这个婚姻是合二姓之好，姓张的和姓李的变成一家了。这婚姻和谐不和谐，涉及到两家的幸福，社会的安定。
2017年10月15日，岁次丁酉，8月廿6，同安夫子书院试辩仪，现在开始。
In October 2017, a memorial ceremony in honor of the ancient sages and masters took place at the Zhuxi Academy on the site where Zhuxi's registrar's office stood 800 years ago. Zhuxi was not advocating merely a revival of ancient rites, but the adaptation of classical rituals to societal reality. He addressed 5 opinions on the new forms of the 5 categories of rites of the Zhanghe period, prefaced and issued nationwide in the reign of Emperor Huizong of the Northern Song. He incorporated them into the revised rites of the Zhanghe period in the year 1153 and forwarded them to the emperor, advocating their reissuing across the empire. Although he was just a lowly county-level official, as a scholar of the rite, Zhuxi exhibited extraordinary audacity and ambition.
一个地方官，其实他到了某一个地方以后，他面对着很多实际问题，但是最重要的实际问题其实是一个秩序的问题，就是怎么维持一个地方的一个正常的、合理的这样的一种运转的秩序。特别是比方说像朱熹他们这样的一些人，从儒家的一些传统的理念出发，对吧？他会觉得呢是这个从修身开始，然后呢就是要正家，对吧？你齐家之后才谈得上治国平天下。
In early spring, the lands of Wuyuan County turned gold. Wuyuan was the birthplace of Zhuxi's ancestors. Shortly after receiving the Jin Shi title in the year 1149, the then 20-year-old Zhuxi returned to his ancestral home for the first time. He travelled from Wufu up north across the Wuyi Mountains to fulfill what was a long-held family wish. Upon arrival, Zhuxi dutifully visited each tomb of the 1st through 6th generations of the Zhu family. He then redeemed the land that his father had sold and entrusted his relatives with the leasing of these lands, the annual tomb sweeping arrangements, and care of the ancestral shrine.
主要做的就是第一，他把他祖先的坟墓一个一个的都找出来，并且都做成了标识。他还去了自己的家庙，去拜祭了祖宗，告诉祖宗我已经考取进士了。
所以到这个朱熹时候，他就特别对这个祠堂进行改造。他一个祠堂的最大改造就是，他是认为说，不管是长子和次子哦，只要是他们自己在一个地方形成自己的一个地方，就可以建立祠堂。
To this day, ancestral shrines still serve as a physical space for the Chinese to honor the dead and preserve traditions. Over a span of more than 10 years, Yang Fang, a private collector, has acquired over 1,000 plaques and tablets related to ancestral shrines.
这个子孙后代，我们肯定要知道我们的祖先，我们供奉的祖先，我们是不能忘记我们的祖先。所以说，这个大型的神龛就是让子孙们对我们祖先的这样的一种溯源吧。
From the time of the Qin and Han dynasties, commoners had had no access to ritual practice. Shrines were exclusively reserved for the royal family and the upper classes, and the sacrificial rites they performed were elaborate and extravagant. Zhu Xi, however, believed that these rites should be modernized to fit the times, and that class should no longer be a bar to reverential ritual.
《周礼》延续到宋代以后，怎么样这些儒家跟理学家们去改造它，作为这个对社会控制的一个核心。所以他这个祠堂当然就显得极为重要，因为祠堂果然像他所设想的，到后来就基本上成了我们这个乡村社会管理的一个标志。
Zhu Xi proposed that every family dedicate a specific site, officially called an ancestral hall or shrine, to perform sacrificial rituals, pay tribute to the departed, commemorate ancestral virtues, and promote family discipline. In addition, each family ought to set aside a piece of ancestral land, the earnings from which would support the maintenance of the shrine and the daily activities around it. In his compilation Family Rituals, Zhu Xi formulated a specific set of standards for establishing an ancestral shrine and included these recommendations in the opening chapter.
这个当然不是他的首创了，但是应该是他最系统的提出来，就是要让祠堂社会普遍化的一个人。
The ancestral shrine system that Zhu Xi shaped in the southern Song dynasty is still prevalent in contemporary Chinese society, including in Taiwan. Sharing information on family pedigree with relatives in the Chinese mainland, some Taiwanese have rediscovered their ancestral roots across the water.
朱子的这个儒学呀，它就影响了家族里面的这个，包含了他的子弟的教化，同时包含了他们的祭祀活动。这个两者综合起来，就是儒家讲的伦常教育。
全球其他人没有像华人这么样的重视自己的根在哪里、源在哪里，那么这种根源就是中国源自于儒家思想的宗族文化。我们现在全岛的统计呢，一共有170几座各姓氏的宗祠，而且一直还在不断的增加当中。为什么会特别的重视？不只是我个人，很多人都认为这个主要还都是当时朱熹过化所留下来的影响。
In the year 1165, in opposition to the peace negotiations between the imperial government and the Jin Empire, Zhu Xi resigned from public office and began life as a teacher in the Wuyi Mountains. He and his wife, Liu Qingsi, enjoyed a blissful time together. Zhu Xi had been intrigued by Shen Yi, a type of Confucian ware before his times, but he couldn't find the design to recreate it. Acknowledging his wish, Liu Qingsi pored over classical texts with her husband to find the design. She finally made the attire, and Zhu Xi wore it on various occasions and treasured it throughout his life.
朱子专门写过一篇文章，叫做《生衣制度》。这篇文章呢，把生衣的形制介绍得非常清楚。朱子强调生衣的原因，是因为他认为这是我们儒家传承下来的，我们儒家的一种礼服。朱子的家庭这个一直是在比较贫困中间，我想朱子的衣服啊什么都应该是自己的妻子做的。
正是啊，这个柳青丝啊，对朱熹啊有很大的帮助啊，所以朱熹他才能够安定下来，读书、著书、授徒讲学。
Liu Qingsi bore and raised 3 sons and 5 daughters for Zhu Xi, assisting her husband and running a busy household throughout their married life. In 1176, she fell ill, and she died at Wufu, aged just 44. This put a sorrowful cap on their 28-year marriage. In his letters to friends, Zhu Xi reflected upon the loving memories he shared with his wife and mourned her departure. The next year, Zhu Xi arranged for Liu Qingce's burial in Dalin Valley at the southern foot of the Wuyi Mountains. He also set aside a tomb for himself for their eventual reunion.
他夫人去世以后，朱熹并没有另娶。后来那些攻击他的那是造谣，对吧？说什么两个尼姑啊，什么这个，那是一个造谣的污蔑他的东西。所以这个的话呢不可信。他夫人去世以后，他基本上就无声了。这个也体现了他对这个夫人的情感非常深厚。
In the year 1179, Zhu Xi was appointed prefect of Nankang Military District. Before going to Nankang, Zhu Xi made a trip to Dalin Valley. Knowing that his frank manner would become a burden as he navigated treacherous political waters, Zhu Xi sought strength in his loving memories of his late wife. A legacy of ancient Chinese culture, Peitian village boasts a rich history of empowering women. Its reverence for Zhu Xi's teachings is preserved at the former site of the Save the Newborns Association.
裴田的太君师祖看到这种重男轻女的坏事情，遵从朱老夫子朱熹提出来的孝。 每一个生下来的孩子，不光单是男孩子，还把女孩子也要保护好、培养好。
Zhu Xi and his friend Zhao Ruyu saw the prevalence of female infanticide at the time and sought to combat this evil. They established a social welfare facility aimed at saving newborns and aiding the poor. They further suggested to the imperial court that the idea be promoted across the nation.
它其实就是社娼。社娼的总的来讲呢，是指源自民间，得到官府的一些支持，这个用于这个民间的这个自我管理的这样的一个救济的这样一个仓储的这样的一种设施。但是举子娼呢，它就是有针对性。 就专门是用来辅助这个小孩子的。那朱熹的工作呢，我个人觉得呢，最大的好处呢，就是他订立非常的严格的这个管理方法。
Dong'an, Nankang, Zhedong, Zhangzhou. In each place where Zhu Xi served as a public official or visiting scholar, he prioritized education and rectifying public morality. He had the classic of filial piety reprinted many times. Beyond that, he issued proclamations on disputes in sibling inheritances and on the separation of family finances. This was done in an effort to achieve equilibrium and harmony in the family. For Zhu Xi, disciplining individual morality and applying this to the whole household was the key to a healthy society. The Peng family are part of the Tujia ethnic group. They live in Luojiaping Township of Sangzhi County in Hunan Province. Every year, on the 22nd day of the 7th month in the Chinese calendar, the family hosts an ancestral ceremony. A few days ago, the family received a special visitor from Shanghai, Professor Zhu Jiren. Local family patriarchs presided over the ceremony, which dutifully followed the sacrificial rites detailed in Zhu Xi's family rituals. Over an hour's worth of chants and rituals lent a solemn expression for the participants to pay tribute to their ancestors and the foundations they built for their family.
真是没想到，在这个湖南的这样一个偏僻的山区，一个土家族的民众，把这样一个仪式呢，完整的保留了下来。据了解，这个礼啊，他们传承到今天，已经要近600年了。那这说明什么呢？说明朱子家里在当时，它是非常的流行。就是说，你想想看，到了这么一个地方，都是在按照朱子的家里来进行祭祖，那你就可以想象，在当时的社会啊，朱子家里的它的影响力是非常大的。
In the year 1169, during the mourning period for his mother, Zhu Xi compiled the funeral rite, based on both classical and contemporary texts. Later, he incorporated coming-of-age rituals and wedding rituals into the work, and thus completed his prescription for family rituals.
朱熹的这个朱子家里的话呢，是体现了一个人本主义的思想，也是重人的一种思想，啊，所以把人的一生的经历做了这么一个礼的规定。
In China eine große Rolle heute spielen einmal die Familienriten von Zhuxi, also Zhuzijiali. Diese sind in der Kaiserzeit in sehr großer Zahl gedruckt worden, waren in jedem gebildeten Haushalt vorhanden und galten als die Grundlage für alle Zeremonien, die man durchführen musste, also Hochzeiten, Begräbnisse und Ahnenopfer und alles, was dazu gehört.
In Luoyang in March 2017, Dr. He Shi, a scholar of Neo-Confucianism, held a hair-pinning ceremony for Chen Xuetiang. This rite, conducted according to instructions given in family rituals, signifies a girl's initiation into adulthood.
将基者拜见母亲。
就是有一种让人哽咽的感觉吧，也说不出来什么，就是总觉得，成长了嘛，就可能，之后就会离家庭、离妈妈越来越远了。
基者跪拜女宾，行教子之恩。
跪拜这个礼的时候，我觉得这个真的是民族应该是根植在内心的一种东西吧。他跪下来那一刻，我不知道什么原因，就百感交集那种感觉。
行跪拜礼的时候，仿佛完成了一件人生大事一样。成长是一件非常开心的事情，小的时候就每一天总是想着长大，但是长大之后总是会有一点点遗憾，仿佛不能再像原来那样就一直依恋在他怀里。
丁酉年2月念酒，陈雪亭基礼成。
In the year 1196, Zhu Xi and his students began work on the explanation of the text of rituals and its commentaries. This marked the final methodical compilation of the rites. By this time, Zhu was in his 60s. 20 years earlier, his family rituals had been stolen ahead of its publication. He had always wanted to complete another such encyclopedia of Confucian rites. Zhu Xi wasn't able to complete the task before his passing in the year 1200. Nonetheless, his explanation on the text of rituals and its commentaries was posthumously hailed as an unpublished classic for its systematic rigor and magnificent volume.
老百姓应该怎么样生活，怎么样形成自己正确的人生的价值观，人跟人怎么和谐相处，这都是理。所以他到60多岁以后，意识到 这个礼太重要。朱熹他是一个理学家啊，他这个以礼经传通解，他是要把我们古代的以及后来历朝历代的要把它打碎了、掰开了，重新和成一个制度，啊，最合理、最能代表儒家精神、中国人的文化传统的这样一套制度。
他这本书一个最大的好处就是他透过了记事，透过礼会整顿家族。你可以看他后来在政治上所有的挫折，相当大的程度，就是他认为当时的那个政治的风气操守，就是没有办法执行到你应该把这个家族弄得好，把这个邻里弄得好。
Not long after Zhu Xi's death, the original missing manuscripts for family rituals unexpectedly re-emerged. Zhu Xi's family and students were able to authenticate the texts. They would become China's definitive manual for household etiquette. Hailed as the fundamental code of conduct in China as well as other East Asian societies since the 13th century, this compilation has exerted a profound impact well beyond its home country. In Wufu, a guest house is under construction. It's to be called the Guilai Yuan, or Homecoming Residence. Liu Yujie recently left her job at an international bank in Shanghai and returned to her hometown to start a new business. The 20-something entrepreneur and her schoolmate Zhou Weiting sought crowdfunding to set up their boutique guest house.
家对每个人来说，我觉得可能是在外工作的人，难过的时候、开心的时候，最想要分享的人，因为家其实就是人嘛。
As the Chinese New Year approaches, Liu Yujie and her friends go door to door to take family photos for the villagers.
朱老先生几百年前他说的话，我觉得在现在这个时代可能有一定的共鸣吧。对我来说，就是不论我走得再远，我去了哪里，这里都是我的根，我都一定会回来，而且我希望我能够更好的回来。
老说抗生之术就力。朱子之手为先，此黑卖法就那是案，自有达成。太极居万纲，再极80纲。
At an ancestral shrine in Peitian village, two elderly members of the Wu family find a paragraph on Zhu Xi in the Wu family genealogy records.
培天古村落耕读文化传承了1000年，我们一代代的传承下来，人人都有深厚的家国情怀。在乡村治理过程当中，一个家庭的完美，一个乡村的和谐，构成了我们整个国家的安定。
并不是说在于你的官多大，在于你多有钱。哦，原来这个孝道讲起来并不难。
很多家族都能够用朱子的序，就是他对家族的伦理的一些观念，作为他们自己的人观念，啊，对吧？所以很多地方我们现在讲有很多乡规民约啊，那么我们现在家风啊，它其实都是把儒家思想的具体化。那在这方面呢，应该讲朱子起了很大的作用。
在中国来看，是家国是同构的， 所以话呢说，如果家庭和的话，那么这个社会就和了。
天下、国、家、个人是一个层级式的，而这个家呢，他就认为是撑托起来整个这个秩序格局的一个基础、一个前提。他重新解释了儒家经典，而且他希望把儒家的经典、儒家的理念变成为一种社会的实践。
君之所贵者仁也。